Hello, everyone. xHedra here, bringing you episode 6 of Oxygen Not Included, Spaced Out Edition, a game by Klei. Well, in the last episode, I had a bit of a time lapse to be able to start, continue setting things up and preparing everything. And so, one of the reason I broke into here, by the way, is that I wanted the water because I wanted to start growing bristle blossom. Okay. And the reason I wanted to grow blossom is that I want to start cooking space food. I want to start cooking berry sludge. One of the reasons for cooking berry sludge is that it's going to use this liquid grain, and it's because it never dies. The food that lasts forever. So usually you don't want to feed it to your dupe, but if you're in a bad situation, you can. But there was a secondary reason. I need the gold. You see all of this gold amalgam? It's not a lot, but there's some here, there's some here. I think there's some at the bottom because everything built into the electrolyzer, into our SPOM, needs to be out of gold, or else it's going to overheat. The automation and the cable doesn't matter. It's really just the machine that you don't want to overheat. So that's kind of why I had to do that ASAP. Now, for the bristle blossom, kind of forgot that you needed regular water, not polluted water. So that's not working just quite as well as I was hoping. If I connect it tonight on pause, yeah, we're going to get our first blobs of water. And it's going to start distributing because this is full. I just never connected it. So now technically, these bristle blossom, they need water. They need air pressure, which is normal. Atmosphere is very lenient, could be carbon dioxide, polluted, or oxygen. Needs to be between 5 and 30 degrees. So here it's 25 degrees, so we're still good with that. And then it needs illumination, which is why we have the lights. And then it can tolerate some radiation, but it's not something that's required. And then it's going to say that since it's domestic, it's going to take 6 cycles to grow, and it's going to use 20 kilos per cycle. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 200. So this is going to be 200 kilo per cycle for these 10. Okay. It's worth it because of what we're going to get in the end with the food. So that's why I worked on all of this. And as I was reviewing my video, I'm like, I didn't really explain this all that well. Now, the other thing that I kind of forgot is what's really important and that we need to start gearing up for is these, okay? These tumbleweed seed. We need to start getting reed fiber. And that requires polluted water. So if you remember here, I told you that this at some point would fill up. Fortunately, it's not even close to filling up. As you can see, we have what? Only 2,000 kilo. Oh, so 2 tons of purified water. Very germy though. And none of the polluted water. So what you usually do at some point we're going to have to do this, is that you put an overflow. And the overflow works kind of like this. You go like this, and you come back into 2 planter pot. Okay? So if I come here and I go, where are my pots? Food. Into 2 hydroponic farm like this. If I do that like this, I can, whatever's going over is going to go into timble reeds. Now, the other thing I usually like to do is a small setup like this, where I'm going to, so now I need to use the overflow. I'm going to go like this. No, sorry, just give me a second. Don't want to take any chance. I don't want the overflow to break. So I'm going to go in here and in here. Okay. And then you put a liquid pump right here, and you bring a wire right to here. And finally, because there's a lot of end, you put a bottle emptier right here. So here's what usually is going to happen. You're going to make that your polluted water drop off, so that whenever, like right here, I have polluted water, I can't use it because it's heavily germinated. Like if I was going to put that water in a water source, it would completely pollute it. Like if you see, no germs, no germs, no germs anywhere, but all of the water that's in here is pea water and has a food poisoning germ. So you basically feed that to your system with the overflow going to the 2 plants. So I couldn't set that up before we got the locavore achievement because I couldn't plant anything, but now I can. Now, one other thing that you might want to do is you might want to have some of these plants like just to be able to get into suits. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm also going to right here, these 3, dig that out, and I'm going to go like this. Okay, so I'm going to let that, you know what, let's just make that project quickly. Kind of out of the way, but it's close to where we need the water, so I'm fine with that. And one of the things that I'm going to do also is right here. Where's the automation? That's another part of automation I want to put. I want to take an automation wire and bring it from here to here. Okay, the goal of this automation wire is going to be to only start the machine when the tank is at a certain level, because we don't want to be like, this is using power every time it processes. Even if it processes a microgram of water, it's going to use some power. So you usually don't want to use any power. So the best idea is just to automate it so that it's not going to be processing water. Now, let me look at this. If I look at automation, it's red. So this is how you determine. So sends a green signal when reservoir is less than 0. So what I'm going to do is that when it's below 25, okay, it's going to send a green signal, and it's going to get to red when it goes above 98. I don't like putting 100 because sometimes like it's using and coming in and using and coming in, and you never get to actually 100. So this way, at least I know it stops at some point. So now this machine's no longer using any power. And right here, I can go ahead and put a thimbleweed seed, priority 8. And when the other 2 are made, I'm just going to do the same thing. Just and that for that I used a copy tool. That's a side project that I had needed to start for a long while now. I just do this, do that, forget. That's the one of the problem with this game. It's a good idea to take note. Like, the best way I've ever played this game is when I've taken notes of what I wanted to do, where I have a text file and I just like, these are the top project that I need to concentrate on, or else you get sidetracked. So I need to start this sooner rather than later, because I'm going to need a lot of thimbleweed seed to make all of my suits, and we're going to want to get suits soon. These grow and take 8 cycle, but these, when they're fed, they go down to 2 cycle. So this is a good start, and it's going to slowly use this dirty, polluted water. Okay, so back here, we're going to be able to see what's going on. So this is getting reclosed, and we need to prioritize this. Oh, not 9. Please stop using 9. Try to use a reasonable number, but when you're concentrating on a project, do use the priority. Like, if you're going to make yourself wait for... Okay, so this guy is a moron. We're going to move this guy right here. And once he gets here, we're going to pause. And we're going to say, unequip the suit. Because you could see there was like a empty line. This suit, the mask didn't have oxygen anymore. So he had to stop to breathe, even though he's in pure oxygen environment. That was really dumb. Okay, so this step is done. So we can bring the next brine for this one. And we're going to have to continue the build. And we're going to have to accelerate the build. So this is kind of the complicated part of the build. And then we're going to want to extract the oxygen and extract the hydrogen. So we can all close this right here. And we're going to start setting up the oxygen site. We're going to need some gas pump, and gas pump only fill out half a it only fills out half a line. So if you put 2 to a line, then it's going to be completely full. Go like this, and then we need to put automation on it. We're going to put some automation cable coming here, and I'm going to put an Atmos sensor right here. So this is done. So now I need water, and this is the one I'm going to have to use only half the water. I have to be careful. I need to keep an eye on this because the water is the critical part. How much water is in here? Ah. Okay, so you've just complicated my day because I was stupid and I forgot to say... I don't know where it got it from. Okay, so now it's going to be really more complicated because now I have 25 and 25. So I already have 25 on this side, 25 on that side. So I'm at 50 kilograms. You just need to be careful. I'm going to concentrate on this because, you know what? Give me some water. Okay. We're going to slow it down. 200 kilograms. So we're going to have to extract only 50 of that. Okay. Take the water bottle off. Let's check this. 50. 48.50. Oh. Oh. I'm much lower in these. 50.50. Okay. I hope this one's going to be good because it seems to not have gotten as much water as it was supposed to. Okay. So this one's done. We can now close. And this is going to be the last one that we need. Let's just check all of the overlay. Power is everywhere. Yes. Let's check the automation. Automation is in everywhere. Let's check the water line. Water is in everywhere. Okay, great. So now we can continue. I'm going to put an Atmos sensor here and here. And this is going to go into that one right here. And that one right here. And this one's going to go one into those two. So there's going to be another one here. Another one here. Another one here and another one here. So this is going to be my 3 gas line. This. And then we're going to be able to close the top of this. Let's go back to a normal speed. This is all turned off. Perfect. Okay. Just need to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything. Okay, then we're going to have to close the bottom part right here. This is going to be an hydrogen pit. And we're going to have to do the same thing for the top right here. No, that's not big enough. So we're going to do something weird. I don't like doing that, but I want this to be like the main exit, and I don't need a full-size top part. So I'm going to just go, let me just check. So if I close this like this, and then I need to do this. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, that's a perfect fit. So I'm just going to go halfsies, and I'm going to keep a little bit on the top, even though it's not my 4 high that's usual. But that should work really well. Let's remove that, and let's go with that. So we're going to close that here. Here we're going to close it. This seems too far. This, yes, so I can close, And like I said, I went too far on this, so I'm not going to need this little bit. And let's just not these. These, perfect. But that still gives me, oh, and not these. That still gives me a way in here. I can finish fixing everything, and I'm going to accelerate just that part because I want to be able to put the last brine in the last water. So this is going to be the form of my submerged SPOM. Up here is going to be the hydrogen. Down here is also going to be the hydrogen. And right over here is going to be my oxygen tank, which is going to be ginormous. Move this here. Move this to here. And still waiting on this getting... Oh. Okay, sometimes I get ahead of myself, and now I have to deconstruct this because I have no way in anymore. Oh boy. Let me fix my mistake. do this. And while we're doing this, thimbleweeds are growing. Where's this water coming from? So this water is coming from these. This is going to be something that will annoy me a lot. So I'm gonna have to address this, but I'll do it later. Like, honestly, that's why I made sure that this was on the side. I can always like clean it up like this. Ooh, I haven't taken a look at Carnivore in a little while. That's really bad. So let's kill this. And let's go and take a look at our Carnivore achievement. $116. Okay. So I'm going to kill this one, and then we're going to send Zupet to take care of all of these. Go in, Zupet. Let's go. Nope, Optimal. Then Optimal's not allowed to get out. Completely forgot that this one was a... Come on, Zupet, you're allowed to come in. Then we can stop this one before it makes the other one go again. And we're going to kill this one. Let's go, let's go. Come on, boy. Get all of these done. Bring another egg. Oh, it did bring another egg. So now I can turn this one on just for the time of getting the... Come on, come on, come on. Okay. So now, because I did this, I don't want to lose the power. I'm going to cut power to it, and then I'm going to liberate you. Okay, that's great. Let's go back to our project here, which is supposed to be the main priority, but I keep going from one to another. This, and it's great. Now we can close this off, so it means we can put the brine here. And let's put some brine. Oh, sorry. Not polluted water. Brine. Oh my god, that would have been... I would have had to open this up, mop everything, and I would have gotten polluted oxygen. That would have been bad. Come on. Someone bring some brine. Gonna have to jump the queue. Let's jump the queue. I want to close this off. I'm getting concerned. And like I said, I absolutely need to start the SPOM. Perfect. So that's the brine. And then we're going to go water and sweep only. Water. Sweep only. We're going to sweep that bottle. Hopefully someone's going to come along soon and put it in. Okay, now we need to be careful. This bottle has 150. We need to have 50 left. Okay. And now take that out. And we're going to take that bottle of water and move it here. And then we can deconstruct this. You know what? We can deconstruct all of this right here. We can deconstruct this. We can put that... Oh! Heavy watt joint plate right here. And we can also put that right here. All of this can be completed. Let's just give it a little boost so that we can finish it. And we're going to... Okay, now that the cable is going to the Atmos sensor, I'm going to deconstruct these two ladders so I can put the other gas pump. Move this to here. Move this to here. Accelerate it. Move this to here. You know, let's just make all of this faster. This is all looking good. Another pump here. And oh, okay. Hey, I kind of forgot this part. So now we're going to go like this. And back up this way. And so we need to replace this with that. We're going to remove this. Okay, we're also going to put one down here. And we're out of gold. No, this is iron ore. Wait. Gold. Gold. Okay, those are all gold. So let me just come over here, and we're running out of gold. So let me just take a moment and get ourselves a little bit more gold. This is 4. This 4. This 4. Okay, and let's just do this, and we're going to prioritize. We need to go and get some gold, so let's heavy prioritize this for now because I need the gold. Come on, get into the gold. I don't know why he left. Come on, someone else. Oh, someone needs to build this. Then I can cut this. And finally, we're getting to the gold. Okay, this should happen, so we can just leave it alone. Just want to make... Okay, so now we should have enough gold, so I can come back here. Put a gold one right here and a gold one right here. There's a very important reason why they're set like this. I'm going to let you know in a moment. Then I'm going to go right here, Atmo sensor. Then we're going to need a power cable. This. And this one's connected, but it needs some automation. So I'm going to take this right here. Let's put it at the same level. Okay, then this is going to need to exit. And this one is going to exit and go up like this. And I'm going to put this one in a straight line. And they're going to meet right here. And then I can go igneous rock here, here, and here to cross over that line. I'm going to leave these ladder. No, I'm never going to come back in here. So let's remove this ladder and this ladder. And then we're going to clean the inside. Right here, I can deconstruct this. And we can now close these off. We're going to have some chlorine to get rid of, but that's a thing. Sorry, we're going to have to. I want to get rid of all of... Oh. So we're going to come back here, and we're going to set that to all. And I want to get rid of all of this junk. I don't want any of this junk in here. I have to close this off. These two off. We're almost done, guys. We're about to be able to start this little beauty. One last thing that we're going to need is we're going to need a power out somewhere. I'm going to put the power out. I'm going to put a power out here. And I'm going to put a power out here. Like this. Okay. So this way we can bring power out on this side down here if we need it for the power generation. And power out here if... Because this is going to be our main power ladder. We're going to go out and we're going to... Oh boy. 1, 2, 3. Oh. So my ladder's in the wrong space, but that's kind of a good way of showing you. If you remember, when I was here, said, okay, this seems to be the biggest spike that we have. And I went 1, 2, 3, then put the ladder. Right here. 1, 2, 3, put the ladder. So we're 2 off. So if I had not done that, I would have been screwed. By going 3 from the biggest spike that you see, you usually are good. And if not, I usually go 5 or 7 from the latest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, if I went at 7, I would not have been good. Maybe make that rule 10 at some point. Anyway, so we're just going to get that completed. And everything's clean in here. Yeah. So we can go and close these off. And Still waiting. Like, you know what? Let's just prioritize this a little bit so that we can go a bit faster. I want to close the top off also. Then we're going to need to bring gas line into the base. Ooh. Let's look at our printing pod. Oh, I completely forgot my rules. Sorry, let's take that and move on. Oh, more barbecue. So let's just go kill those 3 and get some more barbecue. And reconnect those. So we're going to wait for these 3 to be replaced. And once they're replaced, we're going to send... Next day, we're going to send Zupet in here. Let's see. Oh my god, we are so out of food. Okay. Gotta get back into the groove. I have to be careful. Unpermitted food, unreachable food. Oh my god, this is so bad. Okay, so this is done. So I can now do this and do this. And I can probably start... Oh, no, I can't do this because the only way in right now is this. So prioritize this, please. So we can finish these walls. And next day, we're going to immediately start. I'll see we're already getting some reed fiber. But we're going to come here and search for reed fiber. We're going to start following this. 16 units. So 16 unit is not even 4 suit. So reed fiber is still not a done deal. Oh, you're going to see the first drowning of a hatchling. So the hatchling is just drowning. And he's going to die and turn into magic meat. Come on. You're taking a long... Oh, and voila. He's done. So magic meat. Come right here. And now we're going to remove that one. I want more stone. The reason I want more stone right now is that I really want to start replacing my wrenches with stone. So Sweetole, Sweetole. So these Sweetoles that I put in here, same thing is going to happen to them. They're going to get born, and they're going to get into the water and just turn into magic meat. So this thing turned into meat, which got picked up, and we're getting some barbecue from it. I want to do something with these fish also, but do I really? Let's just, I'm going to have, okay, so let's come back here. Let's go to colony summary, and I want to show you another achievement. Critter Whisperer. We have to tame one of every type of critter. The word's right there. So we have to tame a pacu. And to tame a pacu, you need to feed it. And to feed it, you need algae. So I'm just going to put a fish feeder right here. And I'm going to put algae in this. Okay, let's go back to our main project. So now we can close this. So close this ASAP. And let's just also close these. And this should be ready to get started, which means we're going... You... Stupid dupe. He would have been stuck in there instead of going from the other way around. So now we're going to just put a little bit of... you know what? No. We're going to go like this. And we're going to connect it across. So this is going to get powered from our main base, which is not ideal. But to get the system jump started, it's something you need to do. So we're not going to be getting any production of oxygen in the beginning. First off, we need to clean out the we need to clean everything out. So what I'm going to do is right here, this line. Oh, I need to put my buffers. I'm going to have a buffer tank here, buffer tank here, buffer tank here. Okay, so let me just take care of those right now. It's going to be like this. 1, 2, 3. This. 1, 2, 3. Like this. Those are going to be my 4 buffer tanks. And I'm going... the buffer tanks are not for oxygen. The buffer tanks are going to be for the hydrogen. Okay, so... this is going to go across and jump over like this. And come right here. This one's going to go again like this, jump over. And this one's also going to jump over and go like this. So I want all of these lines to be going inside of the base. And then they're going to be redistributed somewhere else. So let's just do this first, which means I'm going to have to put some flooring in these places. Perfect. And I'm going to need to put the... Great. Okay. So this is done. Let's just check the next step. This is all closed and all ready. It's just not powered right now. Now let's go and look inside at the gases. So this is beautiful right here. This is all pure oxygen. There isn't anything that's not oxygen in here, which is perfect. Right here, pure oxygen. Right here, some crap, some chlorine, and some oxygen. So what we're going to do is, what's the pressure right here? The pressure is not high. So we're going to put something like this and put an output right here. We're going to get rid of some gases right here. And I think I can accelerate those like so. I'm going to also explain why I put those in the bottom. So right now, I don't want those to start. I'm going to say 20,000. That's the max. And we're going to say turn on when you're above 20,000. And we're going to copy that in all of them. Okay. And then, so nothing is on right now. So even when it gets connected, it's not going to use any power because we're not at the point where it can start using power. Like nothing is... Oh, well, let's reopen. I knew I was going to forget something. I always forget something. So let's just go like this. And yeah, this one's connected. Let's just, come on. Now, I don't have the oxygen mask because I thought it was going to be done. So here I'm getting inefficient. But I thought I was not going to come back here anytime soon. So let's just try and finish this ASAP. Perfect. Grab you. Mega urgent before they close on you. Thank you. What did they make it out of? Copper. Really? Okay. So now we just need them to close this back up and we're finally going to start our monster. Come on, guys. I put a higher priority on this. Thank you. Someone's finally taking... Oh, he just dumped and left. He did a dump and leave. Sometimes I wish they would just... Okay, so now we have a stone hatch. So we need to find the next one to be murderized. 46 and 3%. You are gone. So let's take care of that one. Let's move this one over. We're going to wait for another egg. And then we're going to incubate the lot of it. Okay, stop what you're doing. Go in there. And do your job. Perfect. So this one's done. Next one's on. Just stay here to monitor. Nope, you're not getting out. Not until you finish your work. Oh, this is close. Perfect. So after we've incubated all of those, we're going to start the SPOM. Come on, next one. I did readjust the time a little bit, but it's still not perfect. Great, you can go now. Okay, so if we're back here, let me show this. So here's the reason why I put those at the bottom. This is going to produce oxygen and hydrogen, okay? And the oxygen is going to... This is over pressurized, like it's in water. So the oxygen is going to be like, oh, there's oxygen here and go in there. And the hydrogen is going to go in there. And this is going to fill with hydrogen. Hydrogen is lighter, lighter than oxygen. So it's going to go at the top. So by having this pump in the bottom here, we're going to be able to drain the last bit of oxygen. Same thing here. So what we're going to do is we're going to say below. We're going to go look at this, and I don't want to get any of this in my system. We're going to start you up. So this is now getting only chlorine gas, and it's going to start emptying it. We're going to let this work for a long while because it's going to need to remove all of the chlorine gas from here. Then once that's done, let me also destroy this building. Let's do that. Okay, so we're going to be able to put a tank right here. And a tank right here. And of course, you got yourself stuck. And now you're unstuck. Great. And this you can go back to a normal priority. Okay, so this is... Oh, you can see we're almost done with the chlorine gas. Let's just wait a little bit. It's also taking out a lot of the oxygen, which is something we want. But you know what? We can start this system a little bit. So let's just give it a go. Start it. Oh. What's missing? What's missing? Yeah, water. Okay, so we're going to get this water, and we're going to have to make a very temporary line come like this. And we're going to have to mass prioritize this because I need this water ASAP. See, like these massive projects, they have so many things that needs to get done. It's easy to forget some bit. Let's kill that one, and they're all lullabied. Perfect. And they've already put another egg. Oh, probably the one that was on the ground right here. Oh, more meat. It's really nice because they're in the right place to just do the job immediately. Yeah, more eggs. Am I going to get another set of meat? That would be nice. Okay, so let's just have this continue. At some point, this is going to be an exit door. But we're going to have to clean all that chlorine first. And we're probably going to have to put it into like a chlorine container somewhere. I'm going to explain that when I get to it. We're going to have a depolluting system at some point. Let's just do this because I want to get these things built also ASAP. Okay, so then I can go deconstruct building, deconstruct this, and this. Come on, boys. You know what? Instead of deconstructing, I'm just going to replace them. And let's item the priority on that. No gas output. What do you mean? Oh, they're not built. None of them are built. Doesn't matter. We're good. Right now, we have to concentrate on something else. Are we getting the water? Which means we're going to have to repower connect this. Start getting water. And just for now, I'm going to cut the water from here. And I'm just going to be sending water right over there quickly. And we have our next... nope, I'm not taking any of those. Algae, you bet. So this should be ready. Yeah, and let's go and put some algae in there. Okay, so this is working very well. See, all of the chlorine is gone. And now most of the oxygen is gone. So we're going to stop this now. Okay, we're going to say above. And now we're just going to be waiting for the water. So the water is coming in. It's going to hit every... There's a shine bug right here. Man, when things are not... This is going to bug the heck out of me for so many episodes. Derp. Okay, so let's forget about this. Let's turn on oxygen mode. And I'm going to slow it down. Turn this on. And it's going to start producing. Oh, hydrogen went on the left. Oxygen. Auto merge is in the top, or this one. So now we're going to go to normal speed. And now it's just going to start producing hydrogen. So I'm going to turn this one on, and this one on, and this one on. Like I'm massively turning things on. But at this moment, It's going to be producing oxygen and hydrogen, and I need to start filling the top part with the hydrogen. That's my goal right now. So I want this whole top part to be completely filled. And I'm going to reconnect this so I can then start this one. And when you look here, I need to give it a hand to remove the oxygen. Oh, no, stop. I forgot something important. Did I screw up? Okay, I need to filter this. I completely forgot. Like, I absolutely need a filter. So at this point, we're now at the filtering step. Okay, so I'm going to go right here like this. And I'm going to bring a cable over like that. Very dirty, but it's going to work. And let's put a gas filter. And right here, we're going to put a... you know what? We're going to go and connect it to here. So let's just grab this. Perfect. Okay. So now I'm going to accelerate this. I really need this right here completed. And see how... Okay. See how I built those and I jumped over? The reason I did this is that I can then go into the next, into the next, into the next, and then this can go wherever it needs to go. Okay, so right now I'm going to disconnect this. I no longer require this bridge. So now I'm going to be getting oxygen and or hydrogen from here, oxygen and or hydrogen from here. It's going to go up the tube, and then it's going to go into this filter. And I'm going to say I want to filter hydrogen gas. Okay, and it's going to send the hydrogen gas into this tank. Okay, and it's going to send any other gas to the right and into the base. So what we're going to do, we're going to put an output here and an output here, like this. And we're going to now stop this machine because oxygen is going to come from my machine. So let me just go. I need to have at least this one connected and this one working, or else there won't be any places for the oxygen to go. Technically, this place is not fully oxygenated either, so I could dump some oxygen here. Right now, I just want to start the setup. We come back here and we look at this. This is mainly hydrogen here. We just need to escape a little bit of oxygen. And once the last bit of oxygen is going to be taken out, we're going to be able to turn on the rest. But at the bottom here, look at the quantity of oxygen. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop these, because the problem is that since they're... So this one I can leave on. Since there's oxygen in this line, when this produces oxygen, it pushes hydrogen and or oxygen here because this is already at 15 kilo. Now that there's no oxygen here, this is unable to push its oxygen to the left. And now that we've kind of primed the line like this, we should be good to go. Let me just... They'll need you guys to be finished, please. This and this. And since it's the day, let's just go and incubate. Come on. I'm right here. And you're not getting out. Perfect. We're going to be able to go back here. I'm going to stop this for now. Do the next one. Come on. I know you want to go to bed, but I want you to finish your job. One left. I know you're hungry. Just do the last one and I'll free you. Promise. Good. You can go now. I think... Okay, let's just go look at our Carnivore. 186 of 400. So we're really getting a lot of... food problem right now, so I got to be more careful, but now we can come back here. Okay, so now let's look at this. Well, that's okay. Now the hydrogen, perfect, like there's no more oxygen up here, so I don't need to turn this one on, but I'm going to turn this one on, and I'm going to start extracting oxygen because I need to empty the bottom part, because this is what's happening. So let's just turn these back off. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to extract oxygen where hopefully until the hydrogen, because right here, like it's at 7 kilo, it's over pressurized. So ideally, the hydrogen is going to come back down. And as it comes back down, we're going to be able to restart this one. And then when it comes back down, we'll restart that one. There's copper. Oh my God. Oh, please ignore it. Oh, don't look at it. This is so annoying. I cannot believe I screwed up this bad. But, good news. We now have oxygen going to the base without the use of only this algae diffuser. And then once this is going to be finished, it's going to go in both places. You guys are ready. Why are you not being harvested? I think I'm going to need a farmer. Probably one of the next dupe. I think I'm going to take the next dupe that comes. I'm going to be looking for a good farmer because we've got a lot. We're going to have farming till the end of the series. And at some point, there's an achievement also for farming all the mutating, all the kind of seeds. So probably going to be looking for a really good farmer. Yeah, so this is going to take a while. This really has to empty. And as you can see, like there's a high percentage here. So we're just going to let that continue its work in the background. And we're going to go and take a look at a couple of other projects. You should be swept and gone. And see, this still hasn't turned on because there's no need right now. Now, see, there's a tiny baby. Those are the good one. I want the tiny baby to be the one. 8 from feeder, minus 20 per cycle. So they're at minus 15 per cycle. So there's a chance that because they don't live long. But once you have a domesticated pacu, all of its baby are domesticated. So it's really easier after that. Let me check the rest. Okay. Now, the reason we did all of this seems like a setup that's going to cost a lot of power. The reality is that an electrolyzer generates enough hydrogen for powering all of these, like powering 3 gas pumps, so 1 for the hydrogen. Well, not 3 gas pump. It has enough power to power itself and those 2 gas pumps. The reason I say 3 is that this is going to have a little bit extra power that is able to power 25 or 40% of this. The second one, another 40%. So this is a net positive. If everything's running and we're extracting the hydrogen, it is 100% a net positive. So one of the things that we're going to have to do is I'm going to throw in a little, like a little hydrogen production power plant right here. Okay, so I'm going to go and start closing these in. And I'm going to come right here to power. And where's the hydrogen generator? Because we're allowed to use those. I'm going to have 1 here and 1 here. This one is made out of iron ore. I don't want to use it, but give me a moment. I'm going to need a power. Okay, I'm going to need to crush some more copper. But anyway, so this is 2. 1, 2. Oh, it's a perfect fit. No, it's not a perfect fit. I am not happy about this. Okay, so we're going to do this. And the reason we need to do this is that I need to be able to get into the next level. This is going to go like that and like that. And we're going to close this right here. I'm going to do this and this. So, sorry. Yeah, like this. Okay. So we're going to have the power station right here. And then we're going to have 2 hydrogen generator here and 2 hydrogen generator here. So like this. Let me remove that. That's going to go right there. That's going to go right there. And now this line cannot be here. This line needs to go like this. And we can split that and split that because I'm going to need to power these hydrogen generators. So if I go for power right here, I go, I'm going to make one out of gold, and I'm going to go get more gold. So there's going to be one here. Okay. So now I'm going to extract the hydrogen, okay? From here like this. And cross like that. And then we're going to go into the second generator right here. And one after. Into here, into that generator. Like this. And so we don't need those. And we can deconstruct those. Great, that should work. So let's just have that continue. And I'm going to remove that door because I'm going to put that door at the bottom part and like this. And this right here, like this. We're going to then 1, 2, 3, 4 do this. We're going to need a battery. I'm also going to need to crush 4 gold. And then, oh, no, that's not. Okay, what I want here is another one like you. Because we're going to have to go like this. And like this. Great, so this should all be setting itself up. This should be emptying nicely. What's the... See? Now the oxygen is so low. We're going to have to restart. Let's start producing hydrogen here. So hopefully the hydrogen is going on the left, but I think the oxygen is also going on the left. Okay, I'm going to stop this. There is 5 kilograms of oxygen right here. So we're going to stop this. And the reason we're going to stop this is that we're going to let the oxygen redistribute. Because right now it's so low that we're not using the max of the machine. What we're going to do is we're going to say when this is above 1500, work. So that way, because the problem was that this was just pumping half what it could. Okay, so I need this to get finished, but then I need one of these right here. And the reason that I made some gold is I want a gold smart battery for this. And then we're going to have automation going this and like this. Now I need to deconstruct these buildings. Great. Let's come over here. Okay, now we need a farmer. So now I'm going to go and do my thing, and I'm going to be searching for a farmer. And I'm back. So I saw a couple of farmers, and I would like the reason why you want a farmer, like one of the interesting thing here, as you can see, is going to get 20% harvesting speed, 10% tending speed, 13% extra seed chance because they don't always drop a seed. So probably would want a better farmer, but I've been like tuggling, and they always come like with a very bad negative. And like a farmer doesn't have... No, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm taking it all back. I'm not taking this. I want a great farmer. Let's go back. And I'm back. Okay, so see, this has a 26% seed chance, 40% harvesting speed. I would have preferred one that did not have the not allowed to do cooking. But you know what? He's Twinkle Toe, which means that he runs super fast. So he's going to be able to get to other things quicker. And he can do a little bit of building. So I'm going to call this one Farmoonet. Because it's a... I don't know if that dupe is a girl. Let's just go Farmy. Print that dupe. And go to priority. And we're going to take Farmy. And we're going to say, dude, you're all in farming. And then skill, immediately going to get improved farming 1. Let's see what the other people get. This build to get. Finally, as demolition, cookie. You can add a little bit of strength. That doesn't cost a lot and it makes them carry more stuff. Digger. You go, you know what? Let's do improve supplying, make a build. Going to give it improved supplying, mecha ups up. Hey, we finally have another mecha. So this is probably how long it would take to get this as a real mechatronic engineer. Oh no, I was going to say if you started from the beginning, but it's an extra skill. So he would have gotten there before. Ups up basic, you can get this. Ups up zoomy, you can get this. And mechatronic, so that's another mechatronic. So now building mechatronics project should no longer be so hard to get done. And we're going to give you a little bit of strength and we're going to give you a little bit of strength. Okay, so this is all set. We need to put another one of these. So which other candidate is going to be eliminated? 30, 66 for 86. No. So 38 for 14. Probably you. 76 for 5. No, you're gone. You, sir, are the weakest hatch. Let's kill that hatch. And is that not unedible? Yeah. So that should be unedible. Oh, it got picked up by a dupe. So come on, replace that hatch. And once that hatch is replaced, we're going to start the incubation process. 7 out of 8. 8 out of 8. 8 out of 8. 8 out of 8. There's something I'm not understanding. Nope. Just not doing its thing. Finally. You guys took a while. So now I'm going to have to wait for up Zupet next schedule. And don't want Farmy in that schedule. So we're going to put Farmy in this schedule the moment. You know what? Let's put him now. Her, him, it. I honestly don't know. Starvation. But they're cooking. Let's do a little bit more of that. Oh, I think we're finally making some berry sludge. I would have preferred not eating the berry sludge. But at this point, I think I don't really have a choice. Oh, I think some just... Yeah, we got some more meat. Oh, like the fact that this is starting to... Like, killing them is a good way to get quick meat. But the fact that some of these eggs, these 72 eggs, are starting to turn and die, that's really going to make the difference for Carnivore achievement. Okay, so now let's do this right here. Let's wait to see which one is going to come in. Let's not wait. Come on, guys. Get in there. Optimal, you can leave. Zupet, nope, you're going to finish your job. Oh, I forgot to turn this off. So when I forget to turn this off, it means that it continues sending a signal and I'm just using more and more and more power. That's really annoying. Come on, finish your job. See how they're still all on and they're still extending each other. The moment they all get their buff, I'm going to just cut the power again to make sure that this stops immediately. Okay, so this is coming along nice. Oh, I need more. I need to check on this and I need to get more, gold. That's true. So let's look at this. Okay, so now we're going to say if it's below, because it's really stabilized. See, it's at 9,000. So now we just want to continuously pump out the oxygen. The moment the hydrogen is stable here, I'm going to restart that one. And while we're waiting for this, Where can I find more gold? Right here. So let's just cut this out. This and these. Then we're going to also need to do these. No, that's not gold. Oh, I've got gold right here. Give me this gold. But what I was trying to do was to get to this gold right here, but I've got gold much closer, so I'm just going to go for the gold that's easier to get. I can still clean this part up though, and you know what? Let's have this water escape down. The reason why I'm also cutting this down is that I want the slime to fall in the water. We're going to have to put the slime in somewhere safe, but that's going to come in a little while, not right now. Okay, so now all of this can go. How are these doing? These are still wild. You did not eat from feeder. Why did you not? And you? Okay, so I think that the problem that I have here is that they're too far from the feeder. So they don't go and eat from the feeder. Oh, that's annoying. I'm going to let it go just in case it works. Like, this was not something that I was concentrating on anyway. It's something that I just wanted to try. Now that the sun's gone, I can cut this out. And we can go and continue right here. Okay, stop. So now, we finally have hydrogen everywhere. So I'm going to restart this. And this. And this. And this. And there's not a single oxygen bubble that appears here. So now you have the perfect separation. This is how you start one of these SPOM. Right now, oxygen is always forced on this side. And as you can see, the pressure is growing. And hydrogen is always forced on this side, which is slowly like getting everything filled. So I'm going to leave this one on because I want to get rid of all of the oxygen. But we're now, if we're looking into this, we're now filtering and starting to store some hydrogen. Okay, so the moment everything else is done building, let's just give it a little boost. Give a little boost to this whole place. Do I have more gold? Yes. And more. I still need a little bit more gold. Let's come over here and cut those out. I think that with this gold right here, I'll now have enough. Come on. Someone comes over here and give me my really... Oh, what a mess. I'll look into that a bit later. I'm not bothered. I don't want to get bothered with this right now. Okay, so we're going to need to go a bit higher. So let's do this, and hopefully that should be enough gold. So if I come back here and I go, yes, that's enough gold. Okay, so this whole room is going to be fit and done. Refined metal, copper, and we're going to have to make more copper. And we should have our battery. So gold battery right here. Gold takes longer to overheat. And this is basically going to be... Oh, barbecue. Okay, sorry, not disconnect. Attack. Did I disconnect everything? No. Okay, let's reconnect this. We also have another hatch, or this just didn't go where it was supposed to. No, it did. So now I have to find another hatch to say goodbye to. 39. 4393. Nope. 3 years old. Nope. You're a brand new hatch. 4039. 3687. 576. I don't want to kill one that's about to give me an egg. Wow. All of these hatch are... Oh, this one. I don't want to kill a 24 though. 3116. Yeah, let's get rid of the 3116. Okay, so this one's going to go in. We're going to get all of the others. We're going to replace, and I'm going to have to clean this mess. So this is probably just because there's more. Just clean this up so that it stops my dupes from going in water. Yeah, I still haven't cleaned that up. By the way, I have all of these wheat grains that are just waiting to be turned into berry sludge. Yeah, bristleberry is my missing ingredient right now. Okay, so we ran out of power, which is kind of normal. And now we can set this above. I like to make sure that my hydrogen is like at least at 5K. You know what? I'm going to put it at 4K this time. So 4,000, 4,000. So now technically, yeah, the top one's activating because it has a bit more pressure. This is all generating and we're like getting some hydrogen in here. So really what we need is to get the dupes to work a bit faster and activate this room. Come on, guys. I don't know what you're doing, but you need to finish this room. Like, this is the only thing that I'm waiting on to end the episode. I want the SPOM to be fully activated. Let's look at this. Barbecue, 16,000. You know what? For now, consumable, I'm going to say you're not allowed to eat the mush fry because the berry sludge, because the berry sludge is something that they're very tempted by, that they like a lot. And we're going to say no to pacu fillet. And we're going to come right here and say pacu fillet to cook seafood forever. Great. So now let's go check my carnivore achievement. My carnivore achievement is at 217 kcal. And we have 31 cycle left. So I'm really confident that this is going to work as long as I'm careful to not always forget to do the incubation. So I just want this to be started. And once this is started, we'll have completed this episode. So I'm going to just accelerate a little bit more and hope that they just start working on this harder. Open. Let's go. They prepared some microchip already, but it's outside of, because it hasn't closed this room. You know what? You're so annoying. How are you not? Please complete the stuff and the things. And okay, I'm going to slow it back down because now I'm forgetting the incubation. Yeah, get in there and don't go out. Great. Nope, you're staying in there until you're done. Next. Next. Just has time to go at the door and say, please, Daddy, let me out. Okay, we're just going to try and save our power. Wow, that was just in time. Okay, so now we can put the power back. But this is like, we really need this to get started ASAP because now we're getting like an... Oh, this is on because it's above 20. 69 kilogram. Okay, yes. So we need to start extracting this oxygen as much as possible. Come on, guys. And this one will say when it's below 20%. 20. And we're back to this crap again. Oh my god. My base is having so much problem because I'm trying to rush something right now. Come on. I can't really make you faster than this. Like, I'm putting a 9. Put those to 5. Let's put this to 7. But, okay. So he's already putting a microchip in it. So that's really good. But until we get that tank... Is there a problem with my copper? Am I out of copper? Is that what this is? Oh, I'm not out of copper, but I have very little copper left. Okay, so that might explain a couple of things. Let's just do this right here. And right here. And right here. And this. Okay, so that should free up some copper. I didn't know it was this low in copper, to be honest. Oh, the next magical barbecue. Moon miserable. Bye, sucker. Thank you for the barbecue. You're gonna help me get my achievement. Sage, stone, smooth. Oh, okay, so that one's important. We're gonna need to do something about that smooth ash. Oh, and he died. Okay, so right here, we're going to remove this one. Remove, and we're going to put our first smooth hatch egg. Why? Let's go to colony summary because, of course, there's an achievement with that. It's called Down the Hatch. Where's that achievement? And that's an achievement that takes a long while to get, but you just get it through time. Down the hatch. Produce 10 ton of refined metal by wrenching smooth hatches. So we're going to have smooth hatches eat copper and or iron and transform it into the copper or the iron stuff so that we're all good. Okay, at this point, you're just annoying me. Please finish these things. So if I come over here, look at the power this is going to be generating. 1200. This is going to be making my hamster wheel obsolete as long as we have hydrogen. And hydrogen-wise, we already have 471 kilogram. So the moment this is done, everything else should get started. And I'm going to put this at a high level because I want these to be microchipped all the time. Okay, so now this is going to go, and we're just going to stop it here for now because that's the only one that's at 1200. Okay, so usually I don't do that, but right now they've not all been like started. So until they're all started, I'm going to let that go. Taking a look at the base overall. While hate from feeder. Oh, wildness is 8%. Okay, so this one's probably going to get tamed. Oh, I'm happy about that. Anyway, let's go back here and check on things. So see, the battery's full. So since the battery's full, it doesn't need to start the system. But we want to use power from this one first. So we're going to say when it's below 80, this one starts. So that these guys, and we're going to come back here and say, lower these down to 5. Because we want this to be our main power generation. So now kill this one. One more barbecue. Starvation. How are you starving? Oh no, it's not that they're starving. They're going to go and get some food now. Yeah, see? They're getting some food and they're eating. But this is not good. We're going to try and push the carbon dioxide out of here, and we're going to have to fix that. Okay, so these, if I look at these, 1200, this one is coming to 1200 also. I would have preferred you doing this one first, man, but, you know, just pop at least anyone. Oh, what's the achievement that we got? Oxygen not occluded. Distributed 1000 kilogram of oxygen using gas vent. Yeah, so that's awesome. Oh, you're doing the top one first? Dummy. Okay, so again, I want you to do the bottom one, please. So 1200, 1200, and this one's going to get to 1200. And can we do this one, please? Someone come and do this one. Let's accelerate. Okay, so now they're all going to be done. And no! Why did you stop? Please get this one. Perfect. Okay, so now that we have this one, we're going to now reconnect all of the hydrogen line. And you're going to see power is going to be amazing. If we do this, going to go into all of those. And it's going to start all of them. And it's just going to be stop and go. And now we're using hydrogen for everything that we need to use hydrogen for. Hopefully. These guys are still going to be running a little bit once in a while. But as this produces more and more and more, we're going to be good. So right now, we are on power hydrogen and we are on full submerged SPOM working. I might reduce some of those at some point, but right now I need the hydrogen. I'm going to leave all 4 working until we run out of water. Then we're going to get the water from here. So we're going to have to be careful about that. And you, my friend, should be barbecue already. Let's just make you into barbecue. Okay. And basically, right now, we need to start fixing other problems in the base. So what I'm going to do, we're going to have to start deleting some of this carbon dioxide. I wanted to keep it for the rocket, but at this point, we're going to have to start deleting. Oh, this is the important thing I wanted to show you. If I come here and I say liquid, polluted water, and 9, and right here I'm going to plant, and plant. So basically, the reason I've been waiting is that, see, this is like really, really polluted. I don't want to put it somewhere that it could spread the germs. So it's going to come in here. And because it comes in here, going to get grabbed and go into that. And you know what? I could technically even do this to feed these plants for now. Okay. So the other thing I want to do, so this is also a thing that's a drain on power. Let me go to my automation. I'm going to do this and this because I don't want this to always be on. Like, I want this to be on only when we need. And voila, we're now feeding another Timbleweed here. So that explains how the system would work. Right now it's not working because, of course, it's set up in a way that I'm bypassing. But that's technically how it would work. I would disconnect this and I would do... Nope. And I would do this. And it would only go in this direction when this is completely full. And the beauty of removing, we also remove those because these polluted gas thing, they off-gas. And you don't want this thing off-gassing. Okay, so I'm going to call this episode done. And we're going to come back in the next episode. We're going to go outside. Like, we're going to just come over here and say, let's finish this up. And you know what? I'm just going to put it like this. We're going to go out. And once we go out, I need to not forget, like, this is super important. And I want to make sure I'm not going to forget it. We want this power cable also to go out because we're going to set up advanced research. Material science, I mean. And with material science, we're going to also get research into getting power from the sun. So this here is going to be our base power from when we go too low. And sun power is just going to be passively charging batteries, always ready to feed the rest of the base. Guys, I hope you're having fun with this series. I'm having a lot of fun, and I love that I could prepare so many episodes in advance and have you have all of this content to watch while I'm away. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.